She shared a post on social media. Ugh, why do guys always act like they own you? Right after I told her not to head off on a weekend getaway with her former boyfriend, I stayed silent, simply updated my relationship status to single. She rang me 23 times that evening, but I was already out on a date. I'm a 29-year-old guy and I have to vent this, because I'm still working through everything that went down. 4 months back, I believed I was engaged to the woman of my dreams. Now I'm in my fresh apartment, watching her desperately message me as her world falls apart, and I feel a calm wave of relief. Let me rewind. Mia and I had been a couple for 4 years, sharing a place for 2, engagement ring for 6 months. We weren't flawless, who is? But I figured we were strong. She was stunning, driven, had this giggle that made heads turn in any crowd. I was set to commit fully. Then Jake came back into the picture. Or resurfaced, more accurately. Jake was her ex from university, the one she'd been with for 3 years prior to me. The one whose mention still caused her expression to shift oddly when brought up. He'd returned to the city in March for a tech venture role, and abruptly, he was in every scene. Casual hangouts, board game evenings. Oh, Jake's joining us too. Hope that's fine. It wasn't fine, but I'm not possessive. I had faith in her. First warning sign, she picked up exercising again. Not regular workouts, 5 a.m. intense fitness sessions, fresh workout gear weekly, those cheesy motivational lines on her Instagram. She hadn't lifted a dumbbell in 2 years, but all of a sudden, she's sharing gym photos at sunrise. Second warning sign, the phone protection. We used to leave our devices anywhere. Now hers was screened down, always muted, basically attached to her palm. She'd tilt it away while typing. Typical signs, but I convinced myself I was overthinking. The tipping point hit on a Thursday. She brings it up, totally offhand during supper, that Jake asked her to accompany offsite in Tahoe. Just them two. For the whole weekend. It's nothing like that, she claimed, spinning her noodles. His backers will be present. It's for connections. What backers require your presence? I questioned. She turned defensive right away. Why are you acting strange about this? Jake and I are pals. We ended ages ago. Then why bring it up only now? The getaway's tomorrow. Because I figured you'd respond this way. I kept my cool. I'm skilled at that. Maybe too skilled. I'm not okay with you heading on a weekend escape with your old boyfriend. That's a reasonable limit. She actually rolled her eyes. Like I was her father banning prom. Okay, I won't go. Satisfied? But she wasn't satisfied. She was furious, muttered. Gave me the cold shoulder all night, banging drawers in the full show. I turned in early, since I had a big work pitch the next day. I stirred at 5:30 Friday to an empty spot beside me. Her fitness bag was missing, but so was her travel duffel. The one she'd emptied the previous night. An hour later, I caught her Instagram story. A selfie at the terminal. Shades, latte, wide grin. Caption, ugh, why do guys always act like they own you? Enjoying my prime life. The replies were pouring in already. Her pals cheering her on, tossing those flame icons, total empowered vibe exploding. I sat there for perhaps an hour, just gazing at my screen. I wasn't furious, not in a loud, yelling sense. It was a chill, weighty sensation. The instant a light switches, and you see you've been justifying someone who wouldn't step off the curb for you. I sensed the future we'd mapped. The ceremony, the home, the children, all dissolved into vapor. I didn't reply to her story. Didn't message her. I suited up, headed to the office and crushed my pitch on instinct. I passed the rest of Friday in a daze, absorbing the truth. On Saturday morning, after a restless night, I took action. I launched Facebook, went to my page, and switched my relationship status to single. Then I powered off my phone, hit the pavement for a jog, and began plotting. Update 1. By Saturday midday, I powered my phone back on. It was total chaos. 30 missed calls, over 200 texts. The sequence was nearly comical. Honey, what's going on? Why switch your status? This isn't amusing, switch it back immediately. I'm up in Tahoe, you can't pull this on me here. Please pick up. You're acting so childish right now. I can't believe you're pulling this on me. My top pick was from her closest friend Sophia. Mia's freaking out in her suite. Whatever has you upset? This is harsh. Harsh. I set one limit. Asterisk I powered off my phone once more. I required a clear separation from the chaos. I used the rest of the weekend tidying the place, packing some of her items, and clearing my mind. Asterisk on Sunday night. I did something I hadn't in 4 years. I messaged Ashley. Ashley was this woman from my gym who'd been subtly showing interest for months. Asterisk always inquiring about my plans, brushing my arm during laughs, the usual signals. I'd referenced my girlfriend enough to signal I was committed, but she'd once literally said, "Well, if that shifts." It had shifted. Asterisk K, odd query. I sent. Free this week? Been meaning to check out that new sushi spot on 5th. Asterisk she replied in under a minute. Is this for real? Tuesday work. While Mia was sorting how to shorten her connection building trip, I set up my first date in 4 years. And guess what? It was enjoyable. Asterisk when Tuesday arrived, Ashley was witty, intelligent, and didn't glance at her phone once. She really posed questions and heard the responses. Around 9 p.m., I powered on my phone. Asterisk 23 fresh missed calls from Mia. I skipped the texts, but I did peek at Instagram. She'd removed the terminal post. Asterisk her story now showed a dark screen with processing some stuff. Please respect my privacy. The nerve. Asterisk she craved privacy? While flooding my inbox. Ashley likely caught my expression. Rough split? Kinda. Want to share? Not particularly. Asterisk is that odd? She grinned. Not at all. Fancy dessert elsewhere? We landed at this all-night diner, splitting a slice of chocolate cake and chatting till midnight. Asterisk when I finally returned home, Mia's vehicle was in the drive. She must have flown back Monday. She was perched on the porch stairs, eyeliner smeared, still drained from the flight. Asterisk you ghosted me for 3 days, she said. You jetted to Tahoe with your ex after I requested you not to. I returned. I cut it short by a day. Asterisk because I updated my status, not because you honored me enough to remain. She sobbed harder. Where were you? I've been here waiting. Asterisk out. Out where? Does it matter? We're done. The expression on her face? Like I'd struck her. Asterisk you can't mean it. We share a home. We have a lease. You can't just. Actually, I can. Asterisk I consulted a legal helpline this weekend. The deposit and lease are only in my name, and I've covered 100% of rent. You're a resident. Asterisk I'm providing your 30 days notice to leave. In writing. After that, I'll need to initiate official eviction. Asterisk I'd pondered that all weekend. Thank goodness for my cautious mom, who'd push me to safeguard myself when we cohabited. You've been scheming this, she murmured. Asterisk no, Mia. I've been overlooking this. There's a distinction. Asterisk update 2. The following weeks were torture. Mia dragged her heels on leaving, pushing until the final moment. So we coexisted like shadows. Asterisk dodging each other. Messaging for contact. Even under the same roof. Asterisk she attempted it all. Tears, fury, temptation, strolling in my old tee and nothing else. Even got her mom to ring me saying I was discarding something precious. Asterisk precious? Absolutely. Like a luxury car without a motor. But the true spectacle began when Jake's girlfriend contacted me. Asterisk yes. Girlfriend. Her name was Emma, and she'd been with Jake for 8 months. Asterisk she located me via mutual acquaintances on Facebook. Send a note starting with, I suspect our significant others are involved romantically. We grabbed coffee. Emma was precisely Jake's type. Asterisk petite, fair-haired, likely had live laugh love decor in her space. But she was also sharp and had proof. See, she said, pushing her phone over. Asterisk his texts synced to our shared iPad. He's careless. Never disabled the iMessage link. Asterisk Jake hadn't erased a thing. The threads dated back months, escalating from playful to intimate. Images, clips, timestamps aligning with Mia's abrupt business travels and ladies' nights. The Tahoe Getaway? Not a company event. Jake reserved a romantic suite at a lodge. The backers were fictional. Asterisk she informed him she was ending things with you. Emma said, voice trembling slightly, that she just needed the perfect moment. I chuckled. Genuinely chuckled. Asterisk when exactly? 3 weeks prior. 3 weeks prior, we'd been touring wedding locations. Emma aimed to face them jointly, create a spectacle. Asterisk I proposed something smarter. Do nothing, I suggested. Allow them to believe they're succeeding. Asterisk why? Because the ultimate payback is permitting folks to forge their own fallout. She seemed doubtful, but consented. We swapped contacts and vowed to stay in touch. Asterisk that evening, Mia made another attempt. Entered my room. I'd relocated to the spare bedroom. In underwear I'd gifted her for Valentine's. Asterisk I long for you, she said. Can we simply converse? Absolutely. Tell me about Jake. Asterisk her face drained of color. What about Jake? Are you involved with him? No. Heavens, why fixate on Jake? The deception flowed so naturally for her. Asterisk like inhaling. No cause. Just curious why he reserved a romantic suite in Tahoe. Asterisk she attempted to rebound, fumbling about how it was likely an error, how resorts botch bookings constantly. But I was already displaying the captures Emma forwarded. Care to clarify this message from the iPad? Eager to awaken beside you once more? Or this, detailing your plans for him? She didn't weep this time. Asterisk just froze there, exposed, plotting her escape. You snooped my phone. Jake's girlfriend did. His texts mirror to her iPad. Asterisk Emma sends regards, incidentally. That's when she exploded. Not sorrowful tears, asterisk wrath. Hurled the nightstand light at me, missed badly. Yelling about how I was pitiful. Asterisk how Jake surpassed me doubly. How I'd pushed her to it. You're dull, she yelled. Asterisk you're reliable and foreseeable and dull. Jake sparks me. Fine. Asterisk go spark at his home. I will. And when you grasp what you've squandered, asterisk I'll feel unburdened. I concluded. She packed that night. Asterisk grabbed half the items not hers, but I let it go. Minor cost for tranquility. Recall how I mentioned the finest payback is allowing people to build their own repercussions? Well, 2 weeks after Mia settled with Jake, Emma launched her strategy. Asterisk she didn't confront or stage drama. She did far worse. She revealed the facts. Asterisk C. Jake wasn't just any startup employee. He worked for Emma's dad's firm. Climbed quickly because he dated the owner's daughter. Asterisk typical arrangement. Emma didn't merely end it. She arranged a formal session with HR and her father, submitting a detailed report on improper client dealings. Asterisk guess what? Mia's firm was a client. Jake had leveraged his role to favor Mia's company, charging far below standard to woo her. It wasn't criminal, but a huge ethics breach and policy violation. Asterisk Jake was suspended instantly for review. A week on, he was terminated. But hold on, it improves. Asterisk Mia had been boasting online about her fresh romance. Shared pics from Jake's place, which was really Emma's. She'd covered the lease. Asterisk when Emma booted Jake, abruptly Mia and Jake were without a home. They crashed at Mia's sister's. A single-bedroom unit with her sister, the sister's partner, and 2 felines. Asterisk cozy. Meanwhile, I was flourishing. Landed a promotion at the job. Asterisk turns out I was far more efficient sans ongoing turmoil. Began properly seeing Ashley. Joined a bowling group, randomly. Asterisk embracing my prime dull existence. Then last week, Mia messaged. Can we meet? I nearly disregarded, but intrigue prevailed. Asterisk we convened at a Starbucks, open and impartial. She appeared worn, hair in a messy bun, no cosmetics, and loungers. The radiance she'd flaunted online was evidently angles and edits. Asterisk I messed up big, she said, straight out. Indeed. Jake and I are over. Asterisk it was an error. The entire ordeal. All right. Asterisk she gazed at me expectantly. That's all. All right. What do you expect me to add, Mia? I want. She broke into tears. Asterisk I want to return home. Not possible. We shared for years. Asterisk you'll discard that? The presumption. Even post everything. She figured she could waltz back? I didn't discard anything. You did. Asterisk when you opted to creep around with your ex. When you deceived me directly. When you posted about me controlling you because I set one limit. Asterisk I erred once. No, you made roughly 100 decisions. Every message, every fib, every instance you made me doubt my sanity for unease with Jake. Asterisk she reached for my hand. I withdrew. I'll do whatever, she said. Asterisk counseling, anything. I want you to grow from this. Just not alongside me. Asterisk I left her sobbing in Starbucks. Felt sympathy for maybe 10 seconds until recalling the sleepless nights, questioning my shortcomings. Why I fell short. Asterisk Ashley messaged as I headed to my car. How was it? As predicted. You good? Better than good. Asterisk and I was. Anyway, the ironic part of disloyalty is it reveals your true self. Asterisk, I discovered I'm not one for vengeance or theatrics or huge clashes. I simply require truth and regard. Mia discovered that social media tales aren't reality. Asterisk, that feeling vibrant doesn't cover bills, and that reliable men who value themselves don't reclaim you. Jake discovered that linking your phone to your partner's iPad is unwise when betraying her. Emma discovered she's a force who needs no validation to defend herself. Asterisk, and amid this chaos, I realized that switching your status to single isn't surrendering. Sometimes it's liberating yourself. Edit, since folks keep inquiring, yes, I'm still with Ashley. Asterisk, it's been 4 months, and we're pacing ourselves. She knows the full tale and teases that she owes Mia a gratitude note. We bowled last week with my group. Asterisk, she's awful at it, but chuckles each gutter ball. It's pleasant being with someone who views your limits as firm. And no, I haven't heard from Mia since Starbucks. Asterisk, blocked her everywhere. Her sister sometimes likes my Instagram uploads, which is odd, but oh well. Not my problem anymore.